Hey guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl. I don't know if anyone is still up after Thrift View sale. I just wanted to go live for a few minutes and talk about some fun things that I will be doing through the month of December here on my YouTube channel. So I'm so excited for Christmas, and I'm getting ready in my own apartment. I've got all my Christmas decorations out today, and I will be taking you along for the ride. So I'll be doing some vintage Christmas decorating videos showing you all my vintage Christmas from Shiny Bright to Holt Howard, as well as an aluminum Christmas tree I'll be decorating on my YouTube channel. And since you guys have been enjoying the book so much that I've been reading on my channel, Katie and Her Camera, thank you guys for tuning into that every week. I thought it would be really fun to do a Christmas reading series. So I will be having a miniature little book club here on my channel, and every Monday in December, we will be reading a book live on my channel. So they're short little books. We'll be having fun with that. So I'm going to show you here in just a minute, when more people join, what books I'll be reading, and you guys can stay tuned for that because I'm really going to have fun with that. In fact, I've also got some special guests coming on to read the night before Christmas. I can't say much more than that yet, but when it gets closer to the time, I will be sharing that with you. So we will be live on my channel on a Wednesday reading the night before Christmas together, and that's going to be so much fun. Hi, Laura and Mary Beth, or Laura or Mary Beth, or both of you all. Thanks so much for joining. And My Blessed Nest, Carol, hello, and Tia Fane. Yes, it is a surprise live. I thought I'd go live and just talk a little bit about what I'll be doing for Christmas on my channel. So I've got lots of things coming up. I'll be decorating my aluminum Christmas tree live on my YouTube channel. I'll be doing that with you all and chatting and hanging out. Hi, Christy, Tippy Winks Vintage. Happy belated birthday again. Say hello to Tippy for me. And I'll be doing other decorating videos. I'll show you all of my vintage Christmas. I just got down my tote today and have everything kind of scattered out on the counter. I gave you a sneak peek on Instagram, so if you want to head over there and see some of my vintage Christmas, you can tune in for that. And I'll be doing little mini series on my channel throughout the whole month of December with all of that great vintage Christmas. And then every Monday, yes, I will be reading a Christmas story. So I'll be reading one every Monday on my YouTube channel and showing you some really cool graphics. So this coming Monday, I know it's still November 31st, but we'll be doing this. Hey, Angela Marksberry. I didn't know if you were going live after Thrift View or not, but I wanted to just jump on and give people a little message about what I'll be doing on my channel for Christmas. So this Monday, after Lucid's sale, yes, after Lucid Curios' sale, I will be reading Christmas Joys. It's a Rand McNally book, Junior Elf book from the 80s. It's such a cute little story. It will be a quick read. So we'll be doing that November 30th. Then November 1st, that's the Monday after, I'll be reading one of my very favorite Christmas books, Anti-Claus. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever read this book, but it is just a wonderful story with great illustrations. I believe this is by Elise Primavera. It's just a really, really good book with great graphics. So I will be reading this book on my YouTube channel for you guys. That will be November 1st. And then November 14th, that Monday, I'll be reading Santa Mouse. And this is a book that we read a lot growing up, and we even left cheese for Santa Mouse. And when you watch that live and hear the story, you'll know why we left cheese and little things for Santa Mouse. So that's November 14th. And then the 16th, that Wednesday, I will be reading The Night Before Christmas with a couple of special guests on my YouTube channel, which I'm so excited about. That's going to be a really fun live. So you get 2 books that week. And then, of course, Christmas Eve, I will be coming to you live with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, of course, by Dr. Seuss. I have an original Dr. Seuss here from 1950, so I will be reading that to you guys on my channel. And Carol is saying, Katie is the night owl. Yes, I am. I'm still up. And then the last book in the reading series is November 20th, and we will be reading If You Take a Mouse to the Movies, which is such a cute little story by Laura Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond. So we will be reading all of these books through the month of December on my YouTube channel. Just a little fun reading series. I know that a lot of these are kids' books, so you guys are probably wondering about that. But they're just fun, and even adults can enjoy them and tune into a good story. So I'm excited about all of that coming up for you guys on my YouTube channel this coming December. And I've got other things I will be sharing as well, including records. So for all of you guys that tune into my channel for records, I have a bunch of Christmas records that I will be showing you guys and talking about every Friday on my What's Spinning video. And this Friday, I will be doing a special video on different show tune records. So all of you guys that have been asking me about my show tunes, I do have quite a big collection of show tune records, and I will be doing that for you this Friday. So all of that is coming up. Angela saying that she felt it was too late for people. I felt that too, but then I thought, people can watch this later, and I'm not going to stay on live like I did the other night for 2 hours. I'll just be going on for a little bit to talk about a few things, and then hopefully tomorrow people will get this and watch it back. Hopefully, that's my hope. Yes, I love the mouse books. Carol, you and another viewer, there's a guy named Doo-Wop Bob. I know you guys don't know him in the vintage community, but he's a friend of mine from the vinyl community, and he is always on with Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show, which is a fantastic vinyl show that comes on Saturday nights at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., and he plays all original 50s and 60s vinyl on his turntable. He's got all original first press 45s, and they're really fun to listen to. They're very rare too, ones that you don't normally hear on the radio. And then there's lots of us in the chat having fun. And Doo-Wop Bob has been watching my channel now, and he loves the reading series. He's a great friend of mine, and he loves rodents. So he said anything that features a rodent, he's really happy to hear about. He loves mice and rats and that kind of thing. And so we've been talking a lot about these books, and he's really excited to see some things featured, a mouse. So that's exciting, or mice, because multiple mice in various books that I have to read. So that's going to be fun. So you, along with Doo-Wop Bob and myself. Now, if you guys are one of my viewers, like I believe Nicole at Nesting Haven's not a big fan of mice, that's okay. You don't have to tune in for those weeks that I'm reading about the mice. And if you are someone that doesn't care for mice, don't worry. These mice are really adorable. Like, I'll just go ahead and show you this guy. I mean, that's what he looks like throughout the book. He is so cute. So he doesn't have anything that would just make you, run away and be scared. He's really adorable. And then the book that I'm going to read, where is it? That Rand McNally Jr. book that I just had. I mean, look at him. He is just so cute. He is not the kind of mouse that would make you run away and scream, I don't think. So he's really adorable. I mean, look at him. He almost looks like a teddy bear in that photo. So he's really adorable. And then there was another mouse, Santa Mouse, and he's just so cute. He's got his little Santa suit on, and I'll show you a picture of him here. Yeah, so, I mean, if you don't like mice, I'm sorry about that, but these mice are cute. They won't come out of the closet and bite you. But if you're afraid of them, again, you don't have to tune in. I still have lots of other great reading content that do not feature mice, like The Night Before Christmas, Auntie Claus, which is one of my favorites, and The Grinch. So lots of other great things coming up this Christmas on YouTube. So my hope is that they will create a little sense of community. My hope is that this will create a community and a family for those who are not able to go this year and spend time with their families this Christmas, because this year has just been so weird, that we will all be able to gather together and read these books and feel like we're all family together again and get that really fun sense of community. And going back to that time when you're a little kid and you're so excited for Christmas and you get to read these with your mom or your dad. So that is my hope for these books, that it will bring you guys a lot of merriment this Christmas, and we'll just be having fun together. I'm so glad you think so, Fatbird Finds. I think that's going to be fun. Carol saying that's funny. And they are adorable. I think they're really cute. They're not the kind of creepy mice that some people don't care for. They're not going to come out of the attic and nip you or anything. They're just fictional in the book. Hi, Tony. How are you doing? Welcome, Butterfly Nurse. And Christy said she had to step away. That's okay, Christy. I just thrifted the Grinch book for $1. Carol, that is amazing. My mom found that Grinch book in the attic upstairs in our house, and she thought that I would enjoy it. And of course I do, because it's perfect for reading on my little reading series here. And I'm really glad we have that. And then I have, this was my mom's, the original Night Before Christmas from the 1960s. And yes, it's a Whitman book. This is Whitman 1960. So it's got some really good graphics in this. And if you saw my Christmas video that I did with Carol at My Blessed Nest and Aaron at the Collection Vintage, you would have seen this book featured. But here are some of the graphics. And I'll try to figure out a way where I can show some of these graphics while we're reading live on YouTube when I do this book. I will do my best on the readings to show you guys the graphics as I go along, and we'll see how that goes. StreamYard's camera is a little funky, so we'll do my best on that. Hello, Martha. Hello. And Carol said, I thought it said 1949 in the front. I'll have to check. That's amazing, Carol. This one, the Grinch that I have, is from the 50s. And let me see what the copyright date is in it. Let's see. Copyright 1957. That's the date in this book. So this is really great. I'm excited. I've got my little notes on the front so I won't forget when I'm going to read each of these. But that's what I will be doing throughout Christmas this year on my channel. I'll just be hanging out with you all. I can't wait to get my aluminum tree. It has not arrived yet, but I know it's on its way. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. Carol's going to check on that and let us know what year her book is, The Grinch. That's amazing. So I am so excited to get the aluminum tree. I already got the little light for it. It's not a color wheel, because the color wheels get really hot and they are somewhat dangerous. So as cool as it to have one of those, I really like the little light Misty rigged up from Walmart, because it's LED and it won't get too hot and it still makes the really beautiful colors on the tree. So that's kind of exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. And so we'll hope to get that soon and I can start that decorating video. Now, Monday, this coming Monday, I will be reading that first Christmas book. And then Tuesday, I have a collaboration coming out with Joni at Vintagerous. And all of you guys can still join in if you're wanting to join in on this. She is doing a fantastic collaboration with anyone. It's open and it's to tell your funny Christmas stories. So I'm really, really excited about that. I will be sharing that on my YouTube channel on Tuesday. Now, I don't think she has a time in which the videos are supposed to be scheduled, so I'm going to ask her about that, but it is going to be Tuesday that video will come out. Wednesday, I will have my normal live video at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you guys can join me for that. And Wednesday, I will have some sort of a vintage video. I was hoping to do something again on Occupy Japan, but that item is still delayed. So I'm going to do that video. I promise I will do a whole in-depth deep dive into Occupy Japan, but that will be coming once I get my item to actually show you guys. And then I will be doing some more things vintage wise in the meantime. So I'll be showing you some more of my vintage Christmas, I think, on Wednesday. And then Friday, I'll have my record video on all of the show tunes that I have for you guys that have been wondering. Hi, Pamela Blanchard. Thanks so much for joining. And Soul Nate is here. Hello. I'm glad you're here, Mr. Biscuit. That's what I'm going to start calling you, Mr. Biscuit. Mine is 1957 too. I must have confused it recently with The Night Before Christmas, but that is still amazing, Carol. That is so, so cool. Hi, Tulip. I love it. I love it, Nate. Glad to know I'm not the only night owl. No, I'm not. I don't sleep sometimes very well, so I'm up at night anyway. And since you guys are all here, I figured that we would do a surprise reading. So I was going to wait until some more people joined in. So I'm going to do a surprise reading for you guys of this wonderful book by Max Lucado. This is a good book. I used to read it all the time when I was a kid, and so you guys can stay for some story time. This is a short book, and then I'll get off the chat so that everyone can head to bed. But this will be a fun little read for all of you guys, a little teaser of what's to come for my Christmas reading this Christmas. So I will be reading this now for you all. Let me see if I can show you some of the graphics. I don't know if that's going to work out with the way the StreamYard camera is, but hopefully it will. Hi, Erin. How are you? I should be sleeping, but I'm wide awake. I'm packing up orders, so I won't be typing, but I'll listen. Great. Bedtime story. Yay. Okay, Mama J, I'm glad you guys are all for this. This is just such a wonderful little story, and I think it's delightful. So this is You Are Special by Max Lucado. My mom used to read this all the time when we were growing up, and it's just such a cute book. So let me see if I can show you the graphics as I read. The Wemmicks were small wooden people. All of the wooden people were carved by a woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat upon a hill overlooking the village. Each Wemmick was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes. Some were tall and others were short. Some wore hats and others wore coats. But all were made by the same carver and all lived in the village. And all day, every day, the Wemmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wemmick had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets, all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint was chipped, the Wemmicks gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still, others knew big words or they could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wemmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else and get another star. Others, though, could do little, and they got dots. Punicello was one of those. He tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around and give him dots. Sometimes when he fell, his wood would get scratched, so people would give him more dots. Then he would try to explain why he fell, and he would say something silly, and the Wemmicks would give him more dots. After a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his coat or hat or step in water. And then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up and give him one for no reason at all. He deserves lots of dots, the wooden people would agree with one another. He's not a good wooden person. After a while, Punicello believed them. I'm not a good Wemmick, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wemmicks who had lots of dots. It made him feel better around them. One day, he met a Wemmick who was unlike any he had ever met. She had no dots or stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers, it's just that the stickers didn't stick. Some of the Wemmicks admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star, but it would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars, so they would give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. That's why I don't want to be. That's the way I want to be, thought Punicello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the wood carver. I sit with him in my wood shop. Why? Why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill. He's there. And with that, the Wemmick who had no stickers turned and skipped away. But he won't want to see me, Punicello cried out. Lucia didn't hear, so Punicello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other stars and dots. It's not right, he muttered to himself as he decided to go see Eli. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch onto his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Punicello swallowed hard. I'm not staying here, and he turned to leave. Then he heard his name. Punicello? The voice was deep and strong. Punicello stopped. Punicello, how good to see you. Come and let me have a look at you. Punicello turned slowly and looked at the large bearded craftsman. You know my name? The little woman asked. Well, of course I do. I made you. Eli stopped down and picked him up and set him on the bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you've been given some bag marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I tried really hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or dots? They're Wemmicks, just like you. What they think doesn't matter, Punicello. All that matters is what I think, and I think you are pretty special. Punicello laughed. Me? Special? Why, I can't even walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Punicello, put his hands on those small wooden shoulders, and he spoke very slowly. Because you're mine. That's why you matter to me. Punicello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker, and he didn't know what to say. Every day I've been hoping you came, Eli explained. I came because I met someone who had no marks, said Punicello. I know. She told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on her? The maker spoke softly. Because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less care about the stickers. I'm not sure I understand. Eli smiled. You will, but it will take time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come see me every day and let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Punicello off the bench and sat him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the Wemmick walked to the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Punicello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. Well, guys, that is the end of the book. Such lovely illustrations, as Nate's saying. I think that's a lovely, lovely book, and definitely important to remember to not care what anybody thinks. I know there's been a lot of chat recently about things that have been said in the comments on different people's videos, and that's just such a lovely book to remember that it only matters what you think, and what you think and what God thinks is more important than anybody else. And of course, you are loved by many in the community, and of course, loved by yourself. So don't worry about those nasty comments. And remember that you are special and so, so important. And I love, love, love this book. So this is wonderful. Thank you guys for tuning in for this fun story. Yes, a great story, Carol. I agree. Yes, Martha saying a wonderful story. I think so. Thank you very much, Christy. Yes, amen, Kelly is saying from Found Again. I think it's a wonderful story as well. Very sweet. Yes, it is, Aaron. The illustrations, as Nate said already, are very lovely. Hi, Beth. Well, hello. I didn't know you were going to be on. I was just thinking about you and Vinny. Just found a Coke ad from April 1935. How wonderful, Nancy. That's just so exciting. And hello to anybody else that I missed. I saw some things here in the chat. Nate, I was thinking the Dot Collectors Unite. Well, you can see in the book that, of course, people that are like-minded would stick together because they felt better about themselves. I've got a copy. I've got to find a copy of that for my kids. Yes, it is by Max Lucado. Of course, he's an esteemed writer. He's got a wonderful Christmas special. If you guys have never heard his Max Lucado's Christmas special, God Came Near, it is the most wonderful thing to listen to at Christmas. My mom always put that on for us. We would have milk and cookies, and we would listen to that. And there's a whole section about Jesus being a carpenter. And since I do woodworking, I just think that's really lovely. And that's another reason that I love this book. Pamela saying, great story, and thank you so much for sharing with us. Yes, of course. I'm happy to do that. Old Step Bus says, oh, you are special, Katie. Thanks for sharing. Yes, I am glad to share just because it's such a wonderful message this time of year and a great book and all. So that's going to kick off our book reading series for December. And tomorrow, again, I will be on live after Lucid Curiosa sale with a very short book. I think it's only a couple of pages long. Oops, I got my little sticker on there. Christmas Joys. Rand McNally, I believe this was published. Look at the graphics on that. I believe this is published, yes, 1980 is when this little Christmas Mouse book was published, and it's only a couple of pages. So this won't take too long to get through, so it won't be very long after Lucid's sale for that first reading. Poundigans has been reading him for years. Yes, we are a big Max Lucado fan in my house, or Lucado. I'm not sure how you say his last name. Night, beautiful people, Katie. Good night. Good night, Nate. I hope you have a great night, and we are so looking forward to your video tomorrow. If you get a chance to post your unboxing video of the friend mail, we're all really excited about that. And good night, everyone. Love you bunches and bunches. Yes, I am going to go and get off the live, but I just wanted to start off a fun reading series and tell you a little bit about the fun that's happening on my channel for Christmas. So I hope you guys will all have a fun space to come, feel a sense of community and family and love this Christmas. Even if you can't be with your own families, know that we have this great little community here on YouTube. We're all family, and we're all going to have fun this Christmas together and feel some merriment. So I hope that's what these videos will do, is spark some merry in you and some happy memories. So Nate has not gotten his plate yet, Christy, that I know of, but a bunch of us did send a big box to him. It was I'm just giving away all of the surprises. I better not say any more because Nate has not opened the box yet. Oh, Lord, I've tried to keep this a special secret for months and months and months. Oh, no, Nate, you're probably on the live and you just got a little spoiler. Well, enjoy your box. I can't wait to see you open it. And I'm excited for Nate's plate. So, yes, get the plate to Nate. Oh, he said he did. Awesome, Nate. I wasn't sure if you had yet, but Nate got a plate from all of us in the community, which is great. And another secret surprise that's coming that he already got, I think, and he'll get to open it. Okay, guys, well, I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope you will stay tuned for all the fun things happening on my channel and many other channels across YouTube. Don't forget that this Tuesday is the re-celebration with Misty from Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, Michael Todd at the Cult of Vintage on Instagram, and Michelle at Comfy Cozy Living. That will be happening every Tuesday, I believe at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. So that's going to be some fun Christmas, along with lots of other sales and premieres happening between Angela Marksberry and myself. We should be able to share that with you on Instagram and Misty's Discord page, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, and you can keep up with all of that, and I will continue to shout out things as I know they're happening. I got the Wedgwood plate and the mystery box. Haven't opened either yet. Yay, Nate, I can't wait for you to open it. It's so exciting. When are you going to post a video, Nate, or can you do a live? Yes, Nate, we are hoping that you get a chance to share that with us some way or another through YouTube or Instagram. Whatever you feel comfortable with, you do. But I love you guys very much. I hope you will continue to be kind this week. Stay tuned for the vintage fun. And Nate said he's going to try to do one tomorrow. Awesome, Nate. And I hope you will have a great night. As always, stay in, stay safe, and binge YouTube. Bye-bye now.